Cheers. Let the graduation ceremony and dinner commence. Hey, go sit down. I'll call you by name. I'm that way. Well, good evening, everyone. As the meals are being served, we're going to be starting off festivities with our guest speaker this evening. But first, let me tell you a little bit about who we've been able to get to speak to us this evening, because it is truly a treat. I'd like to introduce Willie Hutch Jones. He played for Bishop Turner High School in the mid-'70s. Upon graduating, he continued his modest hoops career at Buffalo State, averaging 7.1 points, 6.9 rebounds, and as a freshman. And he was transferred to Vanderbilt, where really his basketball legend began. And if you remember this speech, Willie Hutch, you know it was from the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. So I'll brag about you just a little bit more. After receiving his degree in health and physical education, Jones was selected in the third round of the 1982 NBA draft by the LA Lakers, in a short stint with the San Diego Clippers. In 1982 and 83, he enjoyed a successful professional career in the CBA and in Europe, and retired from basketball in 1989. But this is where the story truly begins for Hutch. His life work was just beginning, and he was employed by the Buffalo Board of Education and started the Willie Hutch Jones Educational and Sports Program right here in his hometown, where his mission is to provide underserved children at no charge equal opportunities to engage in the highest quality programs to offer character-building activities through academic, sports, and the arts. The initiative has served more than 10,000 children in 33 years, and it features free after-school summer programming that serves children age 5 to 16. It began as a sports program and has now grown to include a significant number of educational opportunities as well. And for his efforts, he has received the Father Baker Award in 2006. He has been awarded the Keys to the City by the mayor of our city. And in addition, he has been awarded for the Black Achievers in Industry Award, the Westside Rowing Club Community Service Award, the Buffalo Masters Outstanding Contributor Award, the National Federation of Just Communities in Western New York Award, and has been inducted into the Buffalo Intercity Athletic Educational Hall of Fame. And how I know him is through induction to the Greater Buffalo Hall of Fame. And let me tell you, it is an absolute honor to welcome Hutch to the stage.
Oh, boy. Can this thing come out of here? All right. First of all, all the way in the back of the room, I'm really confined with this thing here.
Let's see.
Let's see if we can bust this thing out of here.
Can we?
Okay. You can't come out? Beautiful. All right. We'll get this together. All right. Thank you, sir.
You got it.
All right. In the back of the room back there, can you hear me? Because I don't speak that loud, but I say really specific things that will marinate in your mind, maybe on your way home tonight or maybe tomorrow morning or something like that. First of all, I'm honored to be in your presence because we have a lot of things in common. And as you listen to what I tell you tonight, you'll see those things emulate. First of all, humbly, I'd like to say congratulations to the new graduates here, okay? Congratulations. Let's give those people a round of applause. Graduates, you go out and do your thing, man. You go out and do your thing. I appreciate it. Now, also, graduates and others, I want you to do me a favor. And I know this may seem a little unorthodox, but I want to do something. While I'm up here, I'm going to give you some keys, some significant things that if you stick to them, if you adhere to them, if you think about them, they'll help you become even more successful. Okay, I know you've been through, they've been telling me about some of the adversities that you've gone through just to get to today. Because when you really think about it, dealing with life and the situation with life and that COVID thing, this was not really a given. So you're really a very special group of people. because you're busting up out of this thing and you're going forward with positivity. So what I want you to do is, I know most of you all do it because this is a new generation and it's a new norm. Reach in your pocket wherever you got your cell phone. Pull out your cell phone. Why don't you get your phone out? All right, I'm going to give you something here. Give you a second. Get it out. And I want you to put a number in there. This is going to be a contact number. All right. And also make sure it's turned off because you don't want your phone to start ringing while we're in here now. That's a no. All right. In my organization, I find people in meetings when you do. Now, put this number down, 716-715-4980. I'm going to give it to you again, 716, because it's local. Isn't that something you don't even have long distance calls anymore? Man, 715-4980. And you can put Willie Hutch Jones or just put Hutch in there, all right, and lock me in. There may come a day that you need some assistance, another help, another person that you can reach out to, okay? Because I'm all about helping people, lifting as our climb, okay? Or as we even climb, all right? Put that in there and put it there because it may help you. Now, I'm gonna give you about 3, maybe 4 pillars of things that happen in my life so you can get an understanding of where I'm really coming from that will make you identify with me a little better. Sometimes people talk to you, and if you don't have a common thread with that person, they just really don't relate to you overall. Blessed, I was born here in Buffalo, New York. I grew up on a street called Meach, and me and a young lady at our table were having a conversation because she says, "Oh, wow, my son, he lived on Meach." I was like, yeah, it was a long time after me probably, you know. But Meach was a street which was right across the street from Canisius College. As a young kid back in the days, and maybe the parents here, you can understand me, but your children, they're going to miss this one, where you had to be on the porch when the street lights came on. Okay, that's a whole different generation of time right there. But it was some caring parents that wanted to make sure they knew where their children are. And maybe you might even remember Irv Weinstein. He said, "Do you know where your kids are?" And it was 11 o'clock at night. And most parents said, "Yeah, they're in their room or sleep." Okay, this was a generation. And I say all this to say this because as I grew up, I had some people in my life, which again, blessings were there for me, that I had both parents in my house. But these parents were, mentors. They were guides. They were people that no matter what the situation was or is, I could always come to them and I would get true guidance. It may not be something that what I would like to see or like to hear, but I could get guidance. And to you graduates, you have people in your lives that are guidance. Okay, they're people like mentors or either we may say coaches. Okay, we have those things in our lives. And all of my players, all the people I've been around through 31 years in the Buffalo educational system, teaching and coaching young people, guiding them, I became monumental in their lives where they can trust. A lot of times you could go to your coach, your mentor, that special person, and conversate with them about things that maybe you can't even talk to your parents about. You all got them somewhere. It may be the professor of your department, okay? You have those people. So what I want you to do as time goes on, always go back and rely to those people that you have confidence and trust and faith in, okay? Now, another key that is going to help you become and stay successful, because you're successful right now just because of the fact of, take a second and think about when you started off this educational journey, 8, 12 years back, maybe? Okay, that's a long time. Some people don't even truthfully live that long, okay? Think about it. There were people in your dorm, in your circle, associates to you that are no longer here. They're not even in this room. They faded off, went somewhere else, maybe dropped out or whatever. The challenges, the adversity was too much for them, okay? So think about how rare you all are. You're kind of like modern dinosaurs in a sense. You're very rare now, okay? And I really enjoy you guys, and I want to get around and maybe talk to you, but time might not allow it. But think about it. You all are going into a world now where you all are going to be true leaders, true leaders. Think about all the things that have transpired within the last, let's say, 12 months of your life, where now people are hearing your voice. All right. It was a time period that Oh, you're too young. Go sit down. We don't want to talk to you at all. But you all have power now, okay? Along with that educational background that you have now, okay? So utilize it. Go out there and get it, okay? Also, I want you to think about and understand this. In my life, I had adversities too. It wasn't easy. People didn't think that I could be successful as I am. But you know what? There's a greater power out there. And that greater power ordains certain people to do certain things and to be in certain places. Even me here tonight. 2 nights ago, this was not on my agenda. I wasn't going to be here in a shirt and tie talking to some upcoming young people that I know going to be successful, because you already are successful. All right. But you have paths out there. And when they knock on that door, all right, and that door opens, you go through there and seize that opportunity. All right. You've been through several doors already now, but there's a lot more. All right. So you go out there and do that. Why do I say this? It's because you've been through some tough times. You've been through some tough, but you've had some coaches. You've had some mentors in your lives that guide you. You know, give love to your parents. Give love to those mentors. Go out there and continue to do it. I think about some of my trials and tribulations. One was I thought it was anyway, but you know, my parents looked out for me and took care of me. They made sure I got a good high school education. You know, I was introduced, they said Bishop Turner. That school is not even around no more. The diocese ran out of money and the school closed, but I got the opportunity to get to education. From there, I went on to another college, Buffalo State University. I was there on a basketball scholarship. And the thing about that was I ran into adversity because it was a Division II school, which after a year, they lost the ability to give scholarships. You know, my parents didn't have the money to put me through a school like that. This was back in the day where my father, he worked at Republican Steel. He would work all day long, come home so tired, I didn't even get to see him because he came home after 11 o'clock. And the rules in my house was, you better have your butt in bed. All right, so I didn't get to see him. My mother, she worked at a corner dry cleaners. So she worked hard. She was the one, my grandmother was the one in the house pretty much that was there to support me and my sister as we grew up. All right. But after that, Buffalo State venture didn't work out good, but really it did because it was a blessing for me. I ended up transferring. I had an opportunity to go to Oral Roberts, and I thought about Oral Roberts. Wow. You know, I'm an athlete. I don't know if you guys are athletes or into sports or any of that like that, but I'm a go-getter. And I said, Oral Roberts, that's way out there, I believe, Tulsa. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I could have went there, but you know what? They told me I couldn't wear shorts outside my dorm. And I said, wait a minute, this is the policy here at the school? I said, no, that just didn't fit me. Didn't fit me. I could have went to a school called the University of Detroit, up in Detroit. But at that time, it was a coach named Dick Vitale and Smokey Gaines. I don't know if you guys know about that. Dick Vitale. You might see him on the Geico commercials now. And he's the guy who says, he puts the cooler over his head, he pours the water over his head, and they say, okay, we got you. All right. But he was the coach there. But they had players that were so good that I would say at least 4 or 5 of them all got drafted by the NBA. And I'm like, well, if I go there, no, that's not going to fit me because I want to go somewhere and I want to play. I want opportunity to do what I can do. All right. So I said no. And all of a sudden, a gentleman came in from Vanderbilt University, came to Buffalo. He watched me play in a summer league game. This is how it was back then. And I'm like, Vanderbilt, man, Vanderbilt, that's like Harvard, Yale, and all that kind of stuff. Me, Vanderbilt? But they gave me an opportunity. They flew me down. I looked at the college. I'm like, wow, Vanderbilt. It's like, man, I'm standing out like a fly in a rice bowl down here in Nashville. Man, me, Vanderbilt? But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. My parents always gave me a demeanor. Because when I came home from school, it was mandatory in my house that you had to study so many hours before you could turn on. It was a small, maybe about 12-inch black and white TV. Before you can go into that and see Leave It to Beaver and all those guys, you had to get your educational done. You had to get it done. So I was ingrained, no matter what happened to me or where I went, to study. Like you all did, graduates. You study. You put a lot of time in those books. And now it's pretty close to being payoff day. All right, pretty close, because they were telling me here that some of you all might be cardiologists What were some of the other things you ladies were saying these guys were going to maybe be? Pediatrics, and I got little ones, and I got to take him to the doctor this week. So I might be coming to someone like you to get the knowledge that you obtained, okay? So you're in demand. You're in demand, so hang up your sign out there when you get out there and do your thing, because the public needs you, all right? You're in demand. So anyhow, all right, because I want you to hear this story. Went to Vanderbilt. Got down there again, the fly in the rice bowl thing, but they were smart enough to take me across town. All right, maybe from here to, I'd say City Hall. There was another school down there because Nashville was a college type of school town. It was a school called Tennessee State University, at TSU. All right, and TSU was a whole different groove going on over there, and I loved that. All right, pretty women, everything like my wife. They was pretty as she is down there. All right. And they had another school called Fisk University. And I'm like, okay, well, Vanderbilt, I'm going to get my educational thing on here, but I'm going to spend a lot of time off campus. All right. You got to be real with people, because if they see you fake, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it real is easier. All right. And graduates, I know you understand me. All right. So I spent a lot of time there, but I realized there, even in my first year there, that a lot of the friends or not, you got to be careful when you say friends, first of all. Let me go into that too. A friend is somebody you can like really ride or die with, that type of a person. Associates, a lot of us in this room have a lot of associates, but I bet you wouldn't let an associate come to your house and then you come here and say, I'll be right back. No, that ain't happening. So understand, graduates, that there's a difference in that too. All right. So I end up seeing a lot of things, doing a lot of things. And a lot of those people in that first year, after that first semester, that room was empty. And I'm like to myself, I'm a committed type person. I've been through things, and this was a great opportunity for me. So I'm going to take advantage of that opportunity. And I stayed, and I made sure that I got my academics in. And I'm not sure if you guys do it now, but I had a regime back then in the day that, from Monday to Friday. No, Friday was me day. Friday was a me day. I have to back that up. From Sunday to Friday after I got out of class. All right. It was all about library. It was all about studying. It was all about doing all the things that you've done in your trials and your tribulations to be here today. I did that then. All right. I had my own game plan. But Friday night, Saturday, I don't think I got any sleep. It was time to be me time, all right? But you have to keep a balance in your lives. You just can't be work, and no play, all right? It makes you, as they say, Jack, a dull boy, all right? So that was that Vanderbilt thing. And as I kept going against better and better people and dealing with other adversities that were down there, because they never thought a kid from Buffalo, I'm not like 6'10", built like Moses Malone or some 295-pound guy that you see now running up and down the floor. That was my build. I might be the heaviest I've ever been. Yeah. She did this to me. All right. This woman right here did that to me, put all this on me. I've never been this big in my life. But my heart, my tenacity, my drive is bigger than almost anybody in this room. All right. And because of those things, I went against better people like a Charles Barkley, okay, a Dominique Wilkins. These were the guys I was playing against night in and night out. Coming to find out, most of these guys went pro. Some of them are Hall of Famers. So don't let anything slow you down or hold you back, graduates. All right. And remember, graduates, there's levels to this thing called life. It's levels. You've obtained one level through some hard adversities, okay? And think about this. Here's another key. Iron sharpens iron, all right? Remember that, iron. And you all have been sharpened. It might have been because of your professor. It might have been because of a parent saying, look, you're not getting this unless you get this. Whatever it took for you to be one of the remaining ones standing. Like a big fight went on in your last 12 years and you're still standing. You got cuts, bruises, you may got some loans and all that kind of stuff. But don't worry. If you stay on the course that you're on, those loans going to evaporate. Plus, That's just money. All right. You can't take, you didn't come with none. You're not going to get up out of here with it either. So have fun with it. And debt is nothing but it's just a word, really. All right. Because you might leave up out of here and still be in debt, but it don't matter. So have fun and do what you got to do and keep getting the things that you have a desire. All right. That's the key. Keep reaching, keep striving, because there's more levels to this thing, man. There's so many more levels of success that one day they may have a building. That building might be named after you. All right. You may have endowments out there for you. Okay. So go for those things, but understand you did not get here without the usage of a team. You were probably on some form of a team. You worked hand in hand. I learned myself in college. It was classes I was terrible in, like, oh man, terrible. Man, I didn't even want to take them, but I had them because it was part of the curriculum. All right. But I had to take them, but I learned things. I learned to work with that smart person over there a little bit, because they can help me out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not clicking for me. Or the way the teacher was explaining it, it didn't lock into my mind. But the way she did it or he did it, it made more sense to me. All right. So that was forming a team. All right. And remember, I'm still a coach. All right. I'm a guide. I'm a mentor for a lot of people. And I want you all to understand it. You had those people in your life. If you didn't have them in your life, it's almost a guarantee you would not really be as successful as you are. Think about it. Think about it. Don't try to be the big shot. Oh, I did it on my shot. No, you didn't do nothing by yourself. No, you had guides and mentors there. People, and understand this, when you have a good guide or a good mentor, they let you fall a little bit. They let you scuff your knees up a little bit because out here in this real world, you may do that. And at least if it's happened to you previously, you're ready for the future. You better not do that to me. You better not do that. Right now, come on, we talk about meats, you gotta go. Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
I'm sorry, I'm coming back.
You coming back? All right. You coming back? All right. All right. She's coming back. She's coming back. All right. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. All right. Plus they video it, so you'll be able to see it later anyway. All right. Yeah. I have fun. I'm gonna tell you, people. I'm just real. You know what I'm thinking? And when you have the blessing of being that way, you just have fun with it. All right. Because again, graduates, you go out, you go do it. And rely on those people. Again, I keep emphasizing you got keys out there for success. Okay. There's probably things you don't want to talk to mom and dad about because, they might have came around in the 70s, the 60s, the 50s or whatever, and they can't relate to the way you all are getting your groove on now. But you got somebody out there. Rely on them and understand anything, especially we have husbands and wives here, right? We got a few more besides me. Yeah. All right. You all know that if it was too easy, it ain't really good. You like the challenge of something. You know what I mean? If it was just too easy, no. You know what I'm talking about. These young graduates might not yet get it yet, but to the older group in here, you understand me. So my point is this. If something is hard and something is difficult, such as the path that you've been on and you've got to get to here today, it's going to be worth it. All right? It's going to be worth it in the end, and it's going to pay off for you. So again, my graduates, I like to say congratulations. Also, I don't want to leave out the parents because I know you're saying now, oh, they got it. They got it, John. They got it, Mary. They're finally there. All right. So kudos and congratulations to you. This is a family congratulations because it takes a whole village, a whole group of people who all have the same idea and the same drives for their child or their children to make achievements in life. Okay. So congratulations to all of you all. And also this, listen to them. They may be saying something that don't seem right. You ain't really heard, but them graduates, because I was watching every time a picture came up like that, and I was going to tell the slide people, cut that out. Right. But every time those pictures are, I heard you way up here in the front cheering. So, hey, graduates, again, thank you for letting me have some of your time. All right. I appreciate you. Again, you got that number. All right. I'm real. Hit me up and we can continue this or whatever shots, whatever it may be. All right, graduates, and we can get it in. So thank you very much, people, for your time. Thank you.
And I'd be remiss without saying January 22nd will be Hutch Day on behalf of our program, because believe it or not, that is actually Willie Hutch Day here in Buffalo, New York. So please, one last round of applause for our speaker, Hutch. All right, the moment you have all been waiting for. Let's get started with our graduates this evening. All right. Dr. Mattson, could you please join me at the speaker's podium? Dr. Mattson is our Associate Program Director for the Anesthesiology Residency Program. Dr. Mattson. Kim Everett, who will kill me for announcing her. Our Training Program Administrator and our Master of Ceremonies to make sure everything's done correctly. Kim. And let's bring up our first graduate of the evening, Dr. Logan Blunk. Oh, no, we get to speak about Dr. Blunk.
Oh boy.
All right. Dr. Blunk will be joining Catholic Health Systems, the Sisters of Charity Hospital, right here in Buffalo, New York. He has been celebrated by our faculty for his ability to manage difficult cases, his extreme work under duress as a good clinician and helpful colleague. He has been extremely kind to the mothers of labor and delivery, providing incredible support. I've heard that from the nursing team as well as many patients. He has given good guidance and has been celebrated by junior residents as a mentor and leader within our program. And overall, the things that have described him are both kind and dedicated. We're doing something a little bit different this year for our graduates. We are celebrating them with an additional award that speaks to their personality and the kind of leader we hope they will become. And we have a special one for Dr. Blunk. He was receiving the Teddy Bear Award. For our friendliest and most approachable resident who cares about the entirety of his team. And his first to offer a kind word, a listening ear, and even any time his colleagues needed his help, he was there. Dr. Logan Blunk, our graduate. You all have one. Be ready. I'd like to bring to the podium Dr. Prince Bansu. Looking very smart this evening. Dr. Prince Bansu will be joining UPMC, Western Maryland. Come on. I know it's not Buffalo. All right. Dr. Bansu has been an absolute great resident, hard worker, and has been dedicated to self-improvement within our program. He has truly exemplified what it means to really cut that line between research and clinical work. Getting nominated and receiving the second place finish in the New York State Anesthesiology Residency at the program PGA Award, beating out nationally ranked fellows in research. Dr. Bansu will be taking home the Silver Lining Award and the ability to see good in all situations and all people. He has served as a great example of hard work and what dedication and excellence can achieve. As of note, with his PGA NYSSA award finish. Let's hear it for Dr. Prince Bansu. Get over here. Trying to sneak away. Let's bring up Dr. Neiman Fennick. Come on. If you haven't noticed that fabulous pin he's wearing this evening, a true anesthesiologist. Dr. Fennick will be joining the Geisinger Health System. I know it's not Buffalo. I know. I feel you all. All right. He has been always enthusiastic and an advocate for our specialty. We look forward to having him on the political landscape in the future and fighting for our specialty and the future of our physician staffs. And Dr. Fennick will be taking home the Helping Hand Award this evening for the invaluable support of his faculty and teammates within our simulation center. He has been the individual that has really bridged that gap between our simulation center, the Baling Simulation Center, and our residency. And he has been a true leader in that regard. Always willing to assist our residents in learning and caring for patients in emergency situation and providing valuable training that will serve them well throughout their careers. Dr. Neiman Fennick. Love it. Dr. Jennifer Lamb. Dr. Lamb will be joining the Department of Anesthesiology at Indiana University School of Medicine. Dr. Lamb has been celebrated by our faculty and fellow residents for her systematic approach to problems and is looking at the big picture and how especially our operating rooms not only impact patient care, but can have a ripple effect on the rest of our operating room systems. Dr. Lamb will be receiving the actual Avenger Award this evening for her demonstrated outstanding departmental advocacy. A positive voice for the program. She has always been the first to speak up about all of the initiatives we have undertaken here at the University of Buffalo Department of Anesthesiology and has celebrated the evolution our program has gone through throughout the years. We thank you, Dr. Lamb, and congratulations. The next, hopefully the baby's not awake, Dr. Alexander Levine. He is a new dad, and I hope you all have had a chance to see the little baby. Dr. Alexander Levine will be joining Buffalo Niagara Anesthesia Associates here in Buffalo. And I'd like to say a few words about Dr. Levine. He has brought to light some great opportunities for our program to improve and has always come forth with ideas on how we can make things better. Dr. Levine will be receiving the Penguin Award this evening. Before you start, hold on. He has been the first resident to take the plunge into uncharted waters to improve education of our program. He was the first to offer forth the Resident Journal Club to bring it back to our program. And not only did he offer that suggestion, he was the first to raise his hand. You always have to have the first penguin into the water, and I'm glad it's been Dr. Levine.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Hannah Malik. I know. Run it. Come on. You should have brought more sensible shoes. All right. Dr. Malik will be doing a critical care fellowship at Brigham and Women's. Dr. Malik has been known as an analytical thinker and in her approach to problems and resolutions within the operating room. She is perfect for our critical care specialist. Let's see. She has been awarded the Bo Peep Award. I know. I love the look on the faces of what in the world is she talking about. She has ability to shepherd the incoming flock of residents coming into our specialty, and she has been recognized both by faculty and other residents as a resident mentor who has been active in leading our junior residents into the best practices within the operating room and teaching them plans to how to succeed in the specialty. Kudos to you, Dr. Malik. Dr. Ashok Kumar Manapali. Where's your tie? Dr. Manapali has been highlighted by our faculty and fellow residents for his outstanding work ethic. He gets along with everybody, they tell me. He has been prepared. He reads about his cases. He formulates anesthetic plans far in advance of surgery, first to call his co-residents as well as his faculty for the day. His future plans include a pain management fellowship right here at the University of Buffalo. And Dr. Manapali has received the Swiss Army Knife Award. Always prepared and ready for action. Faculty and residents have noted that he is always prepared, ready, willing, and able to learn. He has also been celebrated for his hard work and dedication, as well as being there for his team. Congratulations, Dr. Manapali. Hey. Dr. Derek Matt. You got a haircut for this evening, thank you. You're welcome. Dr. Matt will be joining Rockingham Memorial Hospital in Harrisburg, Virginia. Thank you. Again, not Buffalo, but still, come on. He gets along great with his team, always presents as calm, and is a person who looks out for his teammates, making certain that everyone is both cared for and together in activities. Dr. Matt will be receiving the People Whisperer Award. I know. Stay with me, people. Stay with me. He has been highlighted for his ability to set people's mind at ease, even in difficult situations, with both his humor and his sense of style. Let's put it that way. He has an uncanny ability to connect with patients on a human level to ensure that they are understood, not only what is happening, but able to relieve any anxiety, and especially in critical situations. I've seen this firsthand. Truly outstanding individual, Dr. Derek Matt. Dr. Christopher Abua. One of our chiefs. Walk faster. All right. All right, he has been celebrated by our faculty as one of the best in class. His future plans include a multidisciplinary critical care medicine fellowship at the University of Pittsburgh. Chris has been always available in working with CA1 residents throughout their call and ensures the best of care for his patients, and he's been there for them as a mentor. He is a model of professionalism, maturity, efficiency, and has been a great teacher. Phenomenal work ethic and an absolute positive attitude. He receives the Coach's Award. For demonstrating both leadership, mentorship above and beyond expectation. He goes above and beyond the call of duty as chief to make sure his residents feel heard and their concerns become elevated. A true leader and a phenomenal work ethic, and we have been blessed to have him as our chief. Dr. Abua.
You got it.
Dr. Siavash Seji. I know, I get excited. It's exciting. Dr. Seji will be joining the T32 Fellowship right here at the University of Buffalo. Dr. Seji, caring and thoughtful, and has been dedicated to self-improvement, always looking for opportunities to improve, as well as opportunities to help care for his team members. He receives tonight the Enthusiasm Award. For those of you who know him, you understand this is the perfect award for Dr. Seji. He is always putting forth his best effort, energy, and excitement into everything he does. He is always ready to share a quick smile, kind word, and a note of appreciation. Always, again, willing to share his energy and readiness to take on the challenge. We congratulate Dr. Seji. Shava Siddhapradat. Dr. Siddhapradat, join us. Couldn't button your coat. Nice. It's all right. It's all good. All right. Dr. Siddhapradat will be joining Queens Medical Center, where we're all going to be visiting him in the Island Medical Consultants of Hawaii. I believe he's offered us all a permanent vacation home that we could just go ahead and visit him whenever we want. So feel free to add his text number at the end of the evening. He's always looking for a challenge and an opportunity to help. He's focused on his patients and ensures they receive the best of care. Dr. Siddhapradat receives the Zen Award. His uncanny ability to eliminate any anxiety and is always calm under pressure, regardless of what stressful situation he is undergoing. He always remains calm, cool, and never lets anxiety or the moment of stress affect his ability to care for patients. Dr. Siddhapradat, congratulations. I get first dibs on going to Hawaii. Okay. Last but not least, Dr. Nuoze Yang, please join me. Another one of our chiefs. I'm getting there. He was suck. I bypassed him. He's not important. It's fine. Paper's stuck together. You're good. I won't forget. Stop it. All right. A hard worker, knowledgeable, reliable, Dr. Yang ensures that her patients have great care, and she demonstrates great compassion toward her patients and the families. Always helpful and with a great attitude. She will be joining the Cardiac Anesthesiology Fellowship at the University of Rochester. And for those of you who know Dr. Yang, you know it is no surprise. She is receiving the Energizer Bunny Award this evening for her demonstrating a willingness and determination to see things through to the very end. Her drive is infectious, and her ability to keep energy levels high while being incredibly productive is both clinically and within research activities has been highlighted by our team. Congratulations, Dr. Yang. Dr. Tillmans, we're going to bust on you now. I thought I'd drag on his family till the end and make it worth our while. Dr. Tillmans, one of our chiefs. He has been a great leader, although very quiet. He leads by example, and he seeks to inspire others not through his words, but by his actions. He has courageously rose to the occasion during many patients during our COVID epidemic. And especially when we didn't even know what we were getting into, he was the first to say, I'm going to stand up and volunteer. He will be joining Essentia Health in Duluth. Why aren't you staying in Buffalo? All right. He gets the Rise to the Challenge Award, obviously for good reason, for facing both uncertainty head-on and without any hesitation. Even when faced with challenging circumstances, Dr. Tillmans was the first to step up to care for those who needed him the most. At the beginning of the pandemic, as I mentioned, when fear and uncertainty reigned supreme, he was the first to volunteer without hesitation, and we thank him for his efforts to care for our patients. Dr. Tillmans. Yeah, I got him right here. All right, I'm going to have Dr. Matson resume to seat. Dr. Tannehy, come join me. And you know what that means, Dr. Corrig, Dr. McMaster. Come join me up here. Yeah, like now. Fashionably late. Everyone, let's give him a round of applause for making it. Let's go! Yes, exactly. That's why I thought I'll bring them together. My Canadian team.
Can't be separated.
They cannot be separated. They lunch together. It's a fantastic thing. All right. I know, it's adorable. They shared an orange the other day in the hallway. It was just cute. Most days. She cuts them well. There we go. They're a unit. Team at its best. We're going to start off this evening with Dr. Corrick. She will be joining Buffalo Niagara Anesthesia right here in Buffalo. Known for her elegance and poise. Always calm and composed under pressure and never letting emotions or fears take the better of her. Our patients have often said how well they felt cared for while she was with us at the John R. O'Shea Children's Hospital. We have been blessed to have her on our team. We're looking for great things from her, and especially proud that she'll be staying right here in Buffalo to care for our patients. Thank you, Dr. Corrig. She'll be receiving, if you've noticed, she gets a clock, so she's always on time. As well, not that she never was. And secondly, she'll be receiving a book from us, and that is signed by the entirety of our fellowship team. Wishing her well.
Good job. Thank you.
You know what that means, Dr. McMaster. You're up next. Dr. McMaster will be joining Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Center here in Buffalo. For those who know him, he is known for that smile and nervous laugh that makes him so endearing. He is requested by many of our pediatric surgeon and is praised by our operating room team as a true team player within the operating room. And look, he's blushing and his ears turn red every time. It's great. His future, as I said, his future plans were to stay here in Buffalo, and we cannot be prouder of this young man and both of our fellows this year. We have been truly blessed to have them as part of our team, and I can tell you, it'll be heart-wrenching not to see them in the operating room on July 1st. Feel sad for me, everybody. All right. Congratulations to our pediatric anesthesiology fellows, Dr. McMaster, Dr. Corrick. And now I will be turning over the mic, but don't worry, I'll be back. Dr. Nader, cardiothoracic fellowship time.
Thank you. I would like to invite Peter here too. Where's Peter? What happened to Peter? Peter Rutkowski. All right. Anyway.
I'll sub in.
All right. Great. Thank you. First, I would like to thank everybody coming and celebrating the graduation of our class. And they were all marvelous human beings and great physicians, young physicians, and I truly enjoyed working with every single one of them. And Peter, hey, thank you. We are here start to give the graduation certificate to our cardiac anesthesia fellows, and I would like to start inviting Gregory Paul Stolfus. Dr. Stolfus is going to join Greensboro, North Carolina for a private practice that involves a very extensive cardiac anesthesia practice. And he is from Philadelphia, but he spent a lot of time with us. He did a residency with us and then a fellowship, and I was truly honored to work with him. And Greg volunteered at all levels. And as a teacher, he taught a lot of the residents, especially in the simulation for echocardiography. You were a great teacher. Thank you. Thank you. And here, Peter and I, we have you a gift. Yeah, a stethoscope. This is something for cardiac people. It's a Littman cardiology with the magnifier 24 times. It works for me because I'm going deaf. But,
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And we have other graduate also, Dr. Chang, who is not with us today, but we also from distance we congratulate him, and he is going to be joining to practice at the VA with us. Thank you. Thank you.
Maxime.
Yes, well, I'd like to invite Dr. De Leon here for the pain fellowship.
Good evening, everybody. I want to start off by congratulating the graduating class. To those of you live in the city, you will be about to realize how good training you have gotten. Trust me, I have been around the country and in other countries of the world, and I have learned to see the quality of all the residency programs and the quality of the residents. You excel at every single of the professional achievements that we look for in professionals like you. So I'm sure that in 5 years when we see each other at a meeting, you will be reminding me of these words, and I congratulate you and wish you the best. So yes. It is my distinct pleasure to call Dr. Juarez. Felipe, could you come this way? In his humble way, he waited until the last minute. Thank you, Felipe. To those of you who know Felipe, you know that there is not much else I can say because, you know, he has proved himself through his actions to all of you as colleagues. But I have to tell you that with my Jesuit education, where they hammer virtues in life, he has all the virtues and no vices. So I think that this is a good time for me to congratulate the parents who are here, because you have raised a wonderful man who will do a lot of good for society. Felipe is staying here in Buffalo, and it's not about kindness, and it's not about or only about hardworking ethic. He took the in-training exam and scored about the 80th percentile in the whole country. So, congratulations, Felipe. He'll be staying in town, and we'll be joining he's going to start a practice in town. I'm sure that he will be very, very successful. So please join me in congratulating Felipe and wishing him the best. It's been a pleasure. Ben, would you like to say something? I'm sure you do.
Thank you for the opportunity to say something. Felipe, it's been just an absolute pleasure. I cannot think of, I cannot imagine if I was to describe what a model fellow would be, that I would describe anything but you. Every day in the clinic has just been wonderful, and thank you for the experience. And you must be very proud of him. We certainly are.
Well, James Chu, you will know him very well too. What else can I say about James? Same accolades. He's just as good as Felipe at the personal level. He also scored in the 90th percentile in the in-training exam, and he couldn't be with us today. I guess that the greatest achievement that we could have with James is that we finally got him to smile in the last week of the rotation, and that was an achievement for all of us. So James is in Canada right now, and he will be joining the University of Toronto as faculty. So please join me in congratulating him and wishing him the best.
As promised, I'm back. And I lost my binder. All right. See, I told you she's critical to this. All right. Next up, we're going to be honoring Outstanding Teacher Award. Although not here this evening, we'd like to recognize Dr. David Norris. I'd like one of the chiefs to come up and accept the award on his behalf. I'll let you guys fight for it. One of the chiefs, come on up. He's the same height as Dr. Norris. This will work out perfect. Dr. Norris spends time teaching, and his teaching is not only deemed by the residents as incredibly educational. Get back here. He prioritizes resident experience. I want you to channel Dr. Norris. He prioritizes his resident experience, and he leads by example, being shoulder to shoulder with his residents as they seek to master both clinical skills, especially in the areas of cardiothoracic anesthesiology. He has been both determined to be a protector to ensure that the residents have a safe environment, and this has been very much brought forth through the COVID pandemic, and to learn how to care for patients as well as provide the absolute best of care and caring for those involved. So we're just going to pretend. Dr. Norris. There we go. All right. Now we're going to move on this evening to the Outstanding Resident Awards. CA1 year is Dr. Luda Azul. Is Dr. Azul not here? Chris, you're coming up. Let's go. Now you need to channel Luda. Come on.
I don't even.
I thought I'd get him on that. I was like, there you go. You politely hold it. Excellent. Luda has been deemed by her colleagues as both professional, caring, ready to learn and accept help, capable and unflappable for a CI1. compassionate, and she has demonstrated an outstanding work ethic and has not only been a great example of professionalism, both in and out of the operating room, but has been celebrated for ability to work within the operating room as a fantastic team member. Dr. Luda Azul. Here, smile. Smile, Luda. There you go. Yeah, just hang out. All right. CA2 resident Dr. Zach Fetter, who's taking call this night. Zach, nice job. Okay. We have had a rough weekend because we've had an important exam happen this weekend. Not only that, we have to have the rest of the residents covering their sites. So Dr. Fetter, as one of our next chiefs, is one of those individuals. So let's send good wishes to Dr. Fetter for a great call. Hey. Dr. Fetter is always prepared for cases and develops well-formulated plans. He has been celebrated as always quiet, yet incredibly consistent. He is pleasant and hardworking and has been a great example to his fellow residents, but also has served as a mentor for the junior residents coming up within our program. Dr. Fetter, that's you. There you go. Good job. Okay, now you can go. The CA3, Dr. Tillmans. Hi, Dr. Norris. All right, Dr. Samuel Tillmans getting the Outstanding Resident Award for CA3 resident. Always prepared, always positive, always presenting a calm demeanor. A very quiet leader. This has been a theme for you. He is ready to lead by example and seeks to inspire others through his actions. Very well celebrated, got the highest number of votes by far. Outstanding Resident Award, Dr. Sam Tillmans. Hold on a moment.
On behalf of all the CA3 residents, or all the residents really at UB, we got an award for Kim Everett this year. Just to really thank you for everything you've done. As everyone knows, Kim does a lot of work behind the scenes, and we just wanted to give her a little something appreciation for everything that she does.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't make her cry. You guys are mean. All right. Resident Appreciation Award. Program Appreciation. Sorry, Program Appreciation Award. This is why she's so valuable. Keeps me in line. Dr. Thomas Croucher, please join me. Where'd he go? He's at his brother's wedding. Long Island. That means you're receiving it. Get up here. Dr. Sroka, AKA Dr. Croucher. Let's hear it. Dr. Croucher has been celebrated as a consummate professional, approaching his positions on the Education Committee, Clinical Competency Committee, as well as the Roswell Park Site Director with energy and enthusiasm, going out of his way to make sure that every student at Roswell has the best experience possible and guides our medical students through the AIG, which is the Anesthesia Interest Group, on their path to become future residents. He has engaged our learners in making sure they start their journey into anesthesiology on the right foot. Dr. Tom Croucher. It's a busy time of year. And next we're going to move on to the Resident Appreciation Award. Dr. Christopher Abua. I've missed you. Come on up. Programs truly do need guides and people who help others navigate the path for learners to move through that journey from learners to experts. They need someone who cares about them and the outcome, not only for the patients, but for the people who care for them. We are fortunate to have a guide among our chief residents. The Resident Appreciation Award for this year goes to Dr. Chris Abua. Yeah, just hang out. Chief Resident Awards. Chiefs, come on up. You know who you are. Dr. Tillmans, Dr. Yang, Dr. Abua. This year has been challenging for all of us, but our chiefs this year have truly demonstrated what it means to be leaders, to be those to take on the challenge, to arrange the schedules when no one is happy. To ensure that the cases not only get done, but our team stays whole. And that is really a monumental task for someone who's not only learning within the program, but also leading the team. And I couldn't be prouder of our 3 chiefs this year. And we always have batons to hand off, and those will be presented to our new chiefs coming in this academic year. And I'm going to ask our current chiefs to leave for them a letter of wisdom and a support in a sealed envelope, and we will deliver it to our new chiefs to ensure the handoff from old to new as our new chiefs take up the baton and carry it forward on behalf of our entire residency program. Thank you on behalf of the entirety of our program. And I'd like to say thank you for all of you guys. Let's give it up for our chiefs. All right, you could run. And with this next award, I would like a special guest to join me up at the podium, Dr. Michael Adragna. And some of the residents out there and our families might not recognize Dr. Adragna, but I would like to tell you a little bit about what not only created this award, but about the man who inspired it. Dr. Adragna was my mentor through not only my residency career, my fellowship, but my clinical practice. The award was inspired by the relationship that we've had throughout the years. I'm getting misty. This is terrible. And I can tell you right now, he not only spends the time with his students and those he has truly mentored behind, but he also takes the time to guide them, not only within the operating room where it's critical, but outside the operating room where it's life-changing. This life-changing guidance is seen within the individual that will be honored here this evening. She has been able to come here from a wedding across town to be here with us tonight. I'd like Dr. Mama Masucci, Joanne Masucci, to join me at the podium. Stop crying. You're going to get me misty. All right. And let's say a few words about Dr. Masucci, that is again for the nomination of this award. She genuinely cares about the residents and spends many hours working with them in spite of a busy schedule. She is dedicated to her students. She has been nominated because of her ability to be both a protector, an advocate, and a mentor. She is defined as a mom to everyone. Not only ensuring that if any surgeon ever spoke ill or disrespected one of our residents, they would be met in the back hallway by Dr. Masucci. A true force within the operating room, and we are so happy she's on our team. Dr. Masucci, congratulations on winning the Dr. Adragna Award. Let's give one more round of applause. Again, she left a wedding. All right. And Dr. Knight is on the camera with us this evening, but I'm going to be presenting his award tonight on his behalf. The Dr. Paul Knight Research Award goes to our friend, Hillard Kutcher. Oh, we got a gasp. Ah! Yes, I brought you here. Yes. Yes. Sabotage. That's my game. All right. The Dr. Knight Award yes, you got to stand a little forward. Come on. There you go.
How about close?
Yeah, there you go. Nice. All right. Dr. Kutcher has come forward as a leader within the research community here in the University of Buffalo, not only taking it upon himself to ensure that our residents get a real taste of what it means to bring a research project from that idea, that spark, through the torrential downpour of IRB, into the world of getting published and presented and shared with the world. He has done an outstanding job of not only guiding our residents through that tumultuous path, like that terrible journey of IRB. I just went through IRB. That's why I'm saying this.
It's so fun.
It's so fun. But he has been also a researcher himself, guiding our students and serving as leadership by example. Again, leading the research lectures, guiding the residents to blaze a trail, and always asking questions, seeking answers, and allowing residents to learn from his years of expertise as a researcher here at the University of Buffalo. We look forward as he continues to guide our residents and help build our department and our research department, most specifically within the University of Buffalo. It is my absolute honor on the behalf of Dr. Knight and the University of Buffalo Department of Anesthesiology to present the Paul Knight Research Award. Dr. Kutcher. Congratulations. Picture, photo. There we go. All right, we're going to move on to the Dr. R. Terry Research Day Awards. Now, these awards are presented every year because we have a research day where all of our graduating seniors and some of our T32 fellows come in and not only present what they've done for their senior projects, but also really go forth and share their process and how they've learned and what they've learned with the rest of the team. And we try to recognize the work that they have done and the information that they have shared with our teams through actual awards that are ranked from our research team and committee. We'd like to bring up to the theme for our third place award, Dr. Logan Blanc. You didn't know you were getting it, did you?
Surprise.
There you go. Dr. Blanc presented his project on the standardization of perioperative antibiotic prophylaxis and focused literature review. You look fantastic. Review on antibiotic choices in patients with a beta-lactam allergy. His mentor in this project was Dr. Thomas Johnson from the Buffalo Niagara Anesthesia Associates at Buffalo General Medical Center. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Dr. Neiman Fenich, second place. All right, come on up. He has won second place on behalf of his presentation of liposomal bupivacaine and ropivacaine in postoperative pain outcomes. You have to put the award on. In presidents undergoing total abdominal hysterectomy with transversus abdominis plain blocks. His mentor in this project, Dr. Karen Torriello. There you go. And first place for our Dr. Terry Research Day Awards, Dr. Christopher Abua. Should have brought track shoes. Get back up here. His project was on confirmed hypoglycemia without a Whipple triad, a rare case of hyperglycemia Warburnism. Did I say that right? Okay, I'm close. Dr. Timothy Quinn was his mentor. Let's give it up. Dr. Christopher Abua, first place. The House Cup. So exciting. All right, we're going to put it here. All of you, look at what you could have. All right. It's not the Stanley Cup, but for us, this is our House Cup. And before I announce our winners, let me explain for all of the individuals in the audience this evening. We wanted a competition to spur not only a little bit of team unity and a little bit of competition, but really to bring our program together to check those important boxes for quality improvement, for team leadership, for community involvement, but do it in a way that was fun. We break up our residency program into 4 teams. No, it is not Hogwarts. Stop it, everybody. It is 4 teams. And every year we come up with new and exciting team activities to pit the teams against each other. And again, those teams comprise not only of faculty leads, but members of not only fellowship programs, but also of every year of the residency program, providing not only boots on the ground mentorship, but also an avenue to have a little bit of fun. We're looking forward to next year when we can actually do a lot more of the activities, such as curling. We might be bringing forth the Buffalo Zoo this upcoming year and a golf outing. We have quite a few activities planned. This year was a challenge, but that house that rose to the challenge this year is the House of Pain. Our house leaders, Dr. Liz Coach and Karen Reed. I believe I saw Liz in the audience. Come on up. Come on. I know you don't want to. Come on. Your House Cup can reside at your location. That is, yes, the pressure's on. Don't break it. And we're going to go through the members of her team. Dr. Sana Anam, Carson Entz, Andrew King, Pavan Solanki, Anton Webb, AJ Wright, Victoria Librand, Caroline Picos, Alan Rajonas, Alex Levine, Henna Malik, Sam Tillmans led all 3 events of both Super Bowl Squares, March Madness, and Trivia Night. So, congratulations to our faculty lead. The House Cup can reside at your site until the next graduation. Let's hear it. Yes, balance it. We got it. There you go. You're welcome. Before you leave, make sure you get a nice picture of your team. All right. We have had some truly fun this evening. We're going to close. Dr. Leem will be up shortly to round out and close up the remarks. But before I leave the podium tonight, it's been an absolute honor to work with each and every one of our graduates as they have progressed along their journey from starting within our program to completing. And it's sad to see you guys go. I'll miss you all. I hope you keep the University of Buffalo in your hearts and don't forget about us when you become wild successes in the world of anesthesiology. You guys all have an incredibly bright future ahead of you. And we've been proud to be a part of it. But I don't want to close there. I'd like to recognize the individuals that have actually put this program together. They love when I do this, really deep, deep down. She's hiding behind the podium over there. That's Dr. Kim Everett. Kim Everett, come on up. She's, might as well, come on. Judith Wiedekind, come on up. Carol Ciracino, come on up. I just want you guys to see and give a round of applause for those who've been so vastly deserving of all the work. And it takes a a village to really do all this. Our faculty get sort of that recognition, but I think sometimes the unsung heroes of this, our administrative team, and I'd like all of us to join me in celebrating those individuals this evening as well. To our administrative team. Hold on, Carol got to get up there. She's trying to sneak out of the picture. I love it. And of course, yes, come on up. All right, I get to get in the picture too. From a distance, over there. We love to embarrass people here in the University of Buffalo. It's one of our things. All right, got the picture? Excellent. One last round of applause. All right, without further ado, it is my absolute honor to welcome back to the podium our chair, Dr. Mark Lima.
Well, very briefly, we're blessed to have Stacy as program director. She's really guided the program to great heights. And again, another outstanding group of anesthesiologists. I'd like to remind all of you that a wise surgeon once told me that we're all pre-op. And I can't imagine that there wouldn't be one person in this graduating class that I wouldn't want to have take care of me if I were looking at them upside down on a gurney. So you've really accomplished quite a lot. I'm going to say good night. Congratulations to all of you. And we are going to resume, I might add, the holiday party again this coming January here at the Buffalo Club. So as we normalize activities, so hopefully we'll see some of you who are staying in Buffalo here again. And with that, as I always used to say as old program director, class dismissed.